Hi, everybody. Claudia here from Fluffy Cow Coffee. As you know, we are the only coffee company in the country that supports farm animal sanctuaries, and we do it via our weekly, week-long online fundraisers benefiting a specific sanctuary in this country. And today we are with the lovely Erin from Pebble Ranch Rescue outside of San Diego, California. Hi, Erin.
Hi, it's so good to see everybody. Thank you so much for having us.
It's great to see you as well. And tell us all about, remind us, remind the fluffy cow folk all about Pebble Ranch, and then tell us about all things that are new and fun that are happening with you.
Okay, yeah. So we saw you all last year around February. So it's been a great year. We Our last fundraiser with you guys was a huge success. So we're very excited to be working with you again. Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's been wonderful. We've had a few new intakes. We took in a couple boys from a kind of like a little hoarding situation up the road from us. So we have a few new residents.
Okay.
Um, their names are Coriander and Cardamom, so we call them the Spice Boys.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, they've integrated into the herd really well. Yeah, and things are just chugging along.
So, Erin, is it all pigs at your sanctuary?
Almost
Okay.
entirely pot-belly pigs. We
Okay.
do have a tortoise rescue.
Mhm.
Um, we do have a few ducks, but that is not our focus. Our focus is pot-belly pigs.
And tell me the story behind the why. Why is your focus potbellies?
Because we really just had our eyes open to the need. We got our first pig, and he was amazing, and he touched our hearts, and he changed our lives. And then we started to really see how big of a need that there is for rescue for these guys. Um,
Mhm.
it's actually one of the focuses of our sanctuary is educating the people that come here of the overpopulation problem.
Mhm.
Because in Southern California and in parts of Arizona, it's kind of out of control. And it's something that a lot
Ah,
of people don't even realize is the case. They think, oh, potbelly pigs, they're so cute. And they don't
right.
realize that it's become a problem. A lot of these animals end up homeless.
Well, I knew that potbellies, for sure. I knew that people want them as pets, and they think they're going to be small because their name's Potbelly, and then they grow into much larger pigs than anybody anticipated, and as a result, when I say anybody anticipated, I mean they didn't know because they didn't do any research. They just assumed from the name Potbelly that it was going to be a small pig. And then it gets big, and then the pig gets big, and then they get abandoned or neglected. What I didn't know is that it was regional at all. Like it's really a problem in Southern California and Arizona.
Yeah, we have kind of, I believe, a different mentality with pets. We like to invite a lot of pets into our homes to become parts of our families. And in particular, potbelly pigs do not make good apartment pets. And
No,
so there's
no,
this misconception that they're going to stay tiny. They
yeah.
can live in my apartment with me, and that is absolutely not the case. So,
Right.
yeah, quite a few end up being abandoned or left at shelters.
And how big do potbellies get? Like in the hundreds of pounds, right?
Right, right, exactly. So a healthy pot-bellied pig could easily be 150, 190 pounds, and technically anything under 300 pounds is considered a mini pig.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, so that's substantial.
Yeah. And how many residents do you have?
We have just over 100 here.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
And how big is your
yeah.
property again?
We are on about 6 acres, so yeah, it's a lot. We have let me see if I can show you. We have like Bentley here. He's snoozing.
Bentley.
He's taking a
Hi,
nap
Bentley.
inside the house with me.
Because it's so hot
It's very
there.
hot here today. It is. It's very hot, and so we have a lot of piggies that are sleeping, that are resting, trying to beat the heat with us.
Mhm. Okay, so you have over 100. Do you feel like you're at capacity, or is there still some
Yeah.
room? You are,
No, we are
okay.
absolutely at capacity for sure.
And are you only sanctuary, or do you also rehome?
We have rehomed. It's not common though. We take in animals assuming that we will care for them for the rest of their lives. If we find an amazing home, we are open to adoption, but that doesn't happen often. It's hard to find um, places in San Diego that will take pigs. A lot of
Right.
homeowners associations don't want them. So we care for these animals um, for as long as they have.
And they live a good long life, isn't that right?
Yeah, exactly. About 20 years.
My
So it's a
goodness,
commitment that a lot of
commitment.
people,
The commitment you have. I mean, for
yeah,
of course, the people who, I mean, unlike cats and I mean, cats, I guess, can live to like 20, but cats and dogs, I mean, dogs typically don't last much past 10. So it's a huge commitment when you get a pot-bellied pig as a pet, and then and one, you don't know the size, and two, you don't know how long they're going to live.
right. And another point that a lot of people don't think about is they are so intelligent, they're so smart, that they require a lot of interaction and a lot of enrichment and a lot of care. My husband and I kind of joke and we say that we are running more of a daycare than we are an animal sanctuary. We've got all these 200-pound toddlers running around. And
Oh my
so that is another reason why I believe so many end up homeless, because of just the amount of energy and time it takes to care for them.
Yeah, and when you say that they need to be stimulated, and it's not just they don't do it for themselves. Like if you put a group together, it's not like a play. Like you have to be involved. Somebody else has to help stimulate the group.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And we have volunteers that come through twice a day, and we ask the volunteers, as we clean, as we try to complete our chores. Most importantly, is to interact.
Yeah,
Stop what you're doing, put your tools down, and just interact with them because they need it
yeah.
so badly. We can manage their care, their feed, their vet care as needed, but it's it takes all the hands on deck to make sure everybody gets that intellectual and emotional stimulation that they need as well.
Okay, so give me an idea, Erin, of what kinds of things does one do to mentally stimulate pigs? Like, what's the things you guys
um
do?
So we start with touches, getting everybody comfortable with being touched, being scratched, being pet. Their skin is actually very sensitive, and they really most of them respond very positively to touches. But there's fear for pigs that have never been touched in kindness in that way. So we have to
Mhm,
break through that barrier first, and it takes practice. So
mhm.
we use treats and positive reinforcement, and we get them used to those touches, um, and then we just reinforce it constantly, daily. We're out there petting and touching and giving treats. We also have puzzles. Pigs really like puzzles because they are so smart. So, and of course, puzzles that have a food reward is really important.
Oh
they
my
really
God.
like
Yeah.
they really like those snacks. So sometimes we use those big Kong toys for them to roll around and get the treats out of. We've had some really innovative um, things from, like, the Girl Scouts brought some really fun toys that are like a PVC pipe that they can push around with their nose and play with. So yeah, those are the types of things that are really important for these guys.
Oh my gosh, and it sounds like it's more than 24/7 to have a
Yeah.
hundred pigs that need to be stimulated and and engaged with, in addition to being cared for. That is a hell of a charge, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite a job. But we do it. We love it. They deserve, all the love and all the kindness that we can give.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys didn't have a wonderful start to their life. So I feel like the least we can do is give them that now.
Do the pigs respond to their names? Like, do they come when they're called?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they absolutely know their names. I'm able to call them individually if I need, and if they want, they'll come. It's a little bit of a negotiation sometimes,
Yeah.
but they do know that I'm calling them for sure.
And how
Um,
many volunteers do you have?
oh, we've got maybe upwards of 40.
I bet.
Yeah, we do 2 shifts a day. We do a breakfast shift and a dinner shift. And they're here for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's been a great community, watching everybody come together for the sake of these guys.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I just think it's great. Now, how far outside of San Diego are you?
So we're in East San Diego County.
Mhm.
Outside of the city, maybe 30 minutes.
And I
But we are still in San Diego County.
and you're up in the hills,
Yeah, up in the mountains. Yeah,
so it's dry and really hot.
it is, especially today. Yeah, we're like in the mid 90s today. So yeah, it's quite warm.
So what do we do for the residents when it's this hot?
So we provide mud. They do enjoy mud. That's actually a really good thing you brought up. It's kind of a misconception. They don't like mud all the time, but they do enjoy it when it's really hot like this. They're
Right.
not able to sweat the way we do, so
Right.
they use the mud to cool themselves down. They also use it as sunscreen. So they will roll in the mud to protect their skin from the sun because they get sunburnt just like we do. Especially the lighter skinned piggies get really sunburnt. So we provide mud wallows and they use that. They also, everybody has shade. Some of our piggies really like to get sprayed down with the hose. And as soon as we bring the hose out, they'll come running. So,
Mhm.
yeah, on really, really hot days, we will bring in piles of ice and give them ice to interact with. And they just
Uh-huh.
kind of roll their little bellies in the ice to stay
That's
cool.
awesome. That's awesome. All right, now, Erin, you know what we have to talk about? The
Yes.
fundraiser. So,
Yes.
like I was saying, the fundraiser began Monday morning. It begins Monday morning and ends Sunday at midnight. And Fluffy Cow, we will donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website during the course of the week-long fundraiser. So it's important that we get the word out because we have 3.5 more days to get people to buy on the website because we have fantastic coffee and really cute swag like mugs with cows, and we have species specific swag, and our one of our top roasts, by the way, is incognito, which has got baby pigs on the front. So that's our dark
Yeah,
roast, and it's
actually, let
fantastic.
me let me see. Let me show you. Let me see if I can. Do you see him?
Yes. Well, yes. There you go. There you
It's
go.
Bentley with the incognito.
All right, Bentley and the incognito. So yeah, so just FYI to your fan base, in case they don't know, the coffee's really good. The cold brew is really good because I know it's hot. So if you want to make cold brew, the cold brew is really good as well. So now, Erin, what I really need to know, so like we have our charge. We have 3.5 more days to get the word out to get people to buy. But what kind of impact would a $200 to $300 donation have on Pebble Ranch Rescue?
Um, a $200 to $300 donation would be wonderful for us. With that amount of money, we would be able to purchase about 30 bags of feed, which would feed our pigs for about 2 weeks. So
Nice.
that would be amazing.
Mhm.
That would pay for about half of a spay surgery, which we have a few here that we still need to fundraise for. So
Okay.
so yeah, that donation would be wonderful.
Fantastic. All right, Erin, we have our charge. We got to get people to buy because we want to help feed those beautiful residents for 2 weeks or help spay a badly needed surgery for any resident that has not been spayed. We want to take care of as much of that as we can as well. And we just want to make sure that we do a
Yes.
great job for you this week so that we can write you a big old check on Monday.
That sounds amazing for sure. Yes.
Well, so Erin, I want to say thank you so much for everything that you do. You and your husband and your 40 volunteers. It's, you know, it's really inspiring. It's like you guys are heroes in the world of animal welfare, and we thank you so much for everything you do. And we love supporting you. We hope to continue to do so in the future.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been wonderful chatting with you.
You too. And now you have a great weekend, Erin, and stay cool.
Will do.
Try.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.